Welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, yes, this is on episode 4 of Saekano Season 2. And honestly, overall, it's hard for me, honestly, because this episode was such a bittersweet kind of episode in the way that, obviously, like, we got a lot of Utaha moments. And as you know, Utaha, for me, is the best girl. And then, of course, it's still going towards a way that's possibility of Utaha being that girl that is chosen at the end of this series and everything, but everything is showing towards more of she pretty much by the end of this episode, it seems more like she's accepted that she's not going to be anything more than a friend in a way, anything more than just a writer for this story, because obviously you saw at the end of the last episode, which was freaking like that cliffhanger, I was like, holy shit, he literally just pretty much rejected her. But then we go ahead and see that it's hard for me to say because I don't really understand if he really is just plain dense, one of those dense main characters that, you know, does not realize and does not notice any of those, you know, the girls around him having feelings for him, or if he really does know and he just obviously doesn't want to destroy what they have and is kind of just lying and acting like he doesn't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm leaning more towards that he is just the dense character that he is, especially considering like when he was talking about, you know, why he rejected her, you know, the scripts and everything, it wasn't because of, you know, what it meant to her. It seemed like he really actually might have not known the underlining meaning that is going on in that script, obviously, which was pretty much her confession. It ends up being that he thinks it's like, you know, he starts saying stuff like, you know, it's his fault because he's a director and he never noticed that, you know, her script is more for like a book than the game, and he keeps going on and on about that, while obviously that is not what Utaha was trying to get through to him, and that's why she's kind of pissed off throughout this part. And even that one point she starts, you know, tearing up. My heart, honestly, I could not take that moment. I was like, Tomoya, I'm gonna kick your ass. You did not just make her cry, literally. Like, what the hell? And like, there was moments in this that just hits you really in the feels with that part right there. You know, we see a moment with Tomoya coming to tears as well because of what they've done. And I really enjoyed this episode, honestly, not just because obviously Utaha is my favorite character, but because of the way it showed them working together on this script. It's kind of like they're creating this thing for them. And it's sad because really what he's, you know, all Utaha really wanted was him to pick Ruri, because Ruri is pretty much her, you know. Even what's it called at the end, Megumi pretty much says that Ruri is just like her other character from her, you know, her novel and everything, Metronome in Love. And it, of course, both of those characters are pretty much based off the same person, which is, of course, Utaha, which makes this episode so much more like, just, it makes it so sad because you see, like, especially for me at least, I saw right after the bath scene, it kind of seemed like she literally just accepted that she was really never gonna go and be past being, you know, a friend. He was never gonna see her feelings the same way that, you know, he was never gonna see the true feelings that she had for him. And even if he did, he probably wouldn't end up accepting it. Now, I could be, you know, completely wrong, and we may see in the end that he does end up with Utaha, but right now, from the looks of it, it really does look like she's just accepted that it's not going to happen, including the very ending with her pretty much saying, you know, she wished you know, Ruri could have been chosen, in the same way that it's more like she wished she would have been chosen, but it looks like it's not going to happen. So instead, there is one person that could still, you know, kind of make that heroine, you know, be the heroine that they were looking for, and that is, of course, Megumi. And that's pretty much what it's kind of pointing towards, a direction where it seems more like the ending is going to be Tomoya and Megumi, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like Megumi a lot as well. You know, I've told you this several times. My favorites are Utaha and Megumi. I still, in my opinion, think that Utaha is the best character, the best girl, and I feel the best match for Tomoya. But it looks like that is not how it's going to be, you know, end up going. Especially considering it's crazy that every episode you have like it focused on editing, you have it focused on, you know, Utaha. You can have it focus on anyone, and somehow you just give a couple minutes to Megumi, and she completely steals the show. That very ending part with her hair down and her acting like she was Ruri, and the fire part going around, like the animation in that scene right there was just beautiful. I was like, holy shit. Megumi, you literally just want to steal everyone's heart. Like, you know what? It's kind of like she's just giving everyone, here, Utaha, have some time. You can, you know, take main stage for a little while. Edidi, you can do that as well. And then boom, she comes at the end. I only need a couple minutes. I'm gonna steal the show completely. Literally, that is how it is every single episode so far. And it's like I said, a bittersweet ending because it's so sad for Utaha because of everything. You know, she's still happy in a way because she's still there and he still sees her as important and everything. But also, it's not happy because it really does seem like he just rejected her, and it looks like she's just accepting that it's never going to happen. And that honestly just breaks my heart considering, you know, like I said, Uta is my favorite girl, and I really wish it was her. Yes, I know before you start saying there is a side series or a spin-off series with her being the main character for his love kind of thing, with them writing, I think, their story, Metronome in Love and everything together. But I'll get to reading that later. I'll give you guys reviews if you really want that. But I wanted to see how this whole thing ends first, then go to that. But just because it is a side, a whole spin-off series, it makes me also think that because, not everyone could have that Uta ending, they decided to have, this series as well. I don't think they would have an Uta ending and then also have this, this spin-off series with her being chosen. I just can't see that happening. That it honestly sucks because I really do want Uta to be there. But there is a chance by the way he made it seem with Tomoya adding another route into their game, and like we saw before and like I said before, the game is kind of honestly like their lives. There's Tomoya has to pick a route. Will it be the route which is Ruri, which is obviously Utaha, or will he pick the route which is Meguri, but it's actually Ediri? Or will he pick this third route, which is a harem route? Now, this harem route, in my opinion, can mean two different things. One, it ends up with, obviously, this anime is considered when the tags are, it's a harem. Maybe he ends up with all the girls. I know a lot of people don't really care for those harem endings, but like he says, he wants everyone to be happy, and that's usually how harem endings literally go, by pretty much making it a way that no one has to have their heart broken. Everyone gets to be with the person they love, and it ends up being a nice harem kind of ending. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't care for the harem endings, but I'm okay with it. And as much as I would love to have, Utaha be the only girl for him, if I had a choice, I would at least want Utaha to still be, happy and get her love, and still, have the other girls be happy as well, and you have a harem ending. I would love the two ways I want this way, to end is either he ends up with Utaha or he ends up with a harem ending. Now, the other way I was talking about that this harem ending could really mean is that instead of it being a harem in the sense of, he gets with all the girls, instead you get this in-between person that is obviously the harem for their game is both, Ruri and of course Meguri ends up being happy together with him, but instead we have Megumi, in my opinion, that's her route, in the fact that she's kind of in the middle. She's, both Ediri's kind of side, and she's both Utaha's kind of side, and I can kind of see, like, later on in this series where they both, Ediri and, Utaha kind of just give up and accept it and help, more on Megumi's side, and I can definitely see that harem ending, that third route in their game, pretty much showing off that third route is actually Megumi's route for the main story. And that's where I'm kind of getting and seeing more of. I don't think they were going for the harem ending in showing that, yeah, this is going to end with a harem. I think that route is more signifying the fact that it's actually Megumi. In my opinion, I could be completely wrong, guys, so you don't need to go all of a sudden when it ends like, you're an idiot, that's not how it was. It's just my opinion, my thought on possibility of something happening and how I see it. And if it does happen like that, like I said before, I still do like Megumi a lot, but I really will be sad. At least, like I said, there is, the spin-off series with Utaha, which I will probably, read and do reviews for you guys when this whole series is over. But yeah, honestly, amazing episode. Loved all the Utaha moments. Love the ending, especially with Megumi just stealing the show once again. It was nice to see Eddie working really hard as well, as that will be a main focal point in these next couple episodes. Considering the story's done, next is obviously going to be Eddie, since it's going to be finishing off the drawings and everything, like the illustrations and art, and it's probably going to be her and Tomoya helping each other out, kind of thing, you know. But yeah, also come on, before I end this video, I have to mention those damn fan service scenes with Uzaha just like in the bath, in the part where she's just in her panties with the white shirt and her just Oppai is out for the world to see. Oppai and Pantsu, come on, Tomoya. Right when he was like, he started screaming when he saw her because he didn't notice at first, because he's, you know how he is when he's focused on something. But when he noticed her and he started screaming, no ways, man. For me, it would be like, bow chicka bow wow. No, seriously, come on. Like, it's times like this when you question a main character's, manhood. Like, why the hell? Come on, how could you stop yourself from going all over that? You know what I mean? Just, I don't understand. Every time when I see these kind of series and you have this girl pretty much practically just giving herself to you, what the hell? Come on, just go, do it, But obviously that's not how this series goes. That's obviously not how a lot of these animes go. But yeah, it's all I really gotta say, guys. Like I said before, enjoyed the episode, enjoyed the fan service, enjoyed the emotional feel strain that we got throughout this. Love Uzaha still yet. Loved Megumi at the very end as well. And I just can't wait to see how the rest of the series goes, even if it doesn't go in the ending that I want necessarily. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So if you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And until next time, guys, see ya.